live. Good evening. It's Friday. Welcome to Underpowered. I'm Eric. This is the Underpowered Pokemon Hour. Appreciate you stopping by. Uh, it's the show where we dive into the world of Pokemon and everything going on in the world of Pokemon. So tonight I have I've got some cool stuff. I'm a little shook. It's so cool. Um, Tonight, I have something awesome. I am a subscriber to the Pokepower Box Gym Heroes Club, and they make these awesome collection boxes or these theme boxes. So we're gonna rip this open tonight. They make 200 of these. This is number 63 of 200, and this is the Neo Genesis box. And pick this up or bought it last month and arrived today. They send these things out monthly. Sometimes the themes are from sets that I'm not particularly interested in. Sometimes they are, and this one really interests me. And we'll get into that in just a little bit here. Linda the Gamer Gal in the chat, good to see you. I also am opening up another 6-pack. We playing some more TCG online. I have some more fan mail for us to get into. And let's see what else. What else do I have? I think that's we'll just have to find out. And of course the news. Underpowered Pokemon Hour. We are the industry leading. We are the standard in Pokemon news and opinion based Pokemon news. So let's get into it. I honestly want to do nothing but open this thing up and see what's going on. So it's still sealed. I'm practicing good knife safety. I know where my nearest hospital is. That's about the best I know as far as knife safety. Let's rip this thing open. And, okay, yeah, here we go. So these come with a variety of different packs. It comes, it's presentation's really nice. The box itself is really cool. So we got some stuff for the cats to play with a bit later. And yeah, inside there's packs. So let's get to these packs. So I know for a fact, because that what they advertise with these, the packs are all pre-selected. You know what you're getting. And it's going to come with, I believe, a graded Neo Genesis card. It's going to come with a little pack of Neo Genesis cards. And I feel like I should kind of explain, Neo Genesis and what's the hype around the set. Well, Neo Genesis is the first TCG Gen 2 set. It's the first to have gold and silver Pokemon. So that's the big thing. And Lugia is the big hit. Fun fact: Gen 2 is the only gen I actually have not played the video game. I didn't play Gold or Silver. I did not play Heart Gold or Heart Silver. Unfortunately, that's my fault. So, anyways, our first pack is going to be a Shining Fates pack. So, it's really up to the packs. The value on these boxes tends to be pretty good, it just kind of depends on what you get out of these packs. So I want to do a full. We're not gonna take any breaks with this. We're not gonna jump around. We're gonna go. I think that was a cat whisker. We're gonna go straight through everything here. Still got. I could, I appreciate the funfetti in there, but I don't know if it was necessary. So let's see, Shining Fates. What are we looking for here? We get a Greedent V-Pole. So our first actual non-suck pack in a couple in a full show. We got fully sucked out last show. That was not fun. So the second pack in here is going to be a Crown Zenith packet. Opened up a lot of this. No need to go any further. What's inside could be Could be nothing. It could be amazing. So if this pack right here is the one, is this the one? Is any one of these packs that's in this so far that I've seen could win the day. Could definitely win the day. So let's roll through here. As I go through this, I'll give a shout out to Casey out there, and a shout out to Haste in the Discord, and a Semi-Seer V. So we're 2 for 2. 2 for 2. So let's go a little. That's pretty fat on the top there. That's real thin on the bottom. I don't know if you call this an off center. There we go. There we go. Yeah, shout out to Casey and Haste in the Discord for carrying me through the Greninja raid last weekend. Appreciate that. I did finally get my Greninja. That was really exciting. I just pulled Slowbro off the shelf, took him to the TM Machine Center, and taught him a couple moves, put him in battle, and about 5 minutes later, I had myself a 7-star Greninja. It's good stuff. Real good stuff. Okay. Oh, Nickit, Gigalith, and a Glaceon V. So we're 3 for 3. 3 for 3 with the V cards. Wow. This is okay. I'm all right. All right. We're rolling tonight. We're no stranger to this set on the Underpowered Pokemon Hour. Breakthrough. This is the big Mewtwo set. I might try to open a box of this at some point. I don't know. I love the Mewtwo's in this set. We had the that massive full art Mewtwo pull number of shows back. Probably it's still one of my favorite cards that I've ever pulled. 3 from the back for X and Y, I believe. Yeah, 3. So let's see. We've got okay. That's not the rare. It's Braxian. We've got an Assault Vest. That's a beefy looking vest. Floette, Cubone, Snubble, Cacnea, little Scatterbug, little Rufflet. It's a Gallade. That's a cool Gallade reverse. I like that card a lot. And a Simisage. So nothing doing a breakthrough for us. Although I do like that. I do like that Gallade. I think I'm gonna throw a sleeve on that one. Throw a sleeve on that one. So okay, this was the pack here that they were. This is the big pack for this box, was the Dragon Majesty, and this is a let's see, was it Sun and Moon? I think this was Sun and Moon. This was a holiday set. This was a non booster box. This is a collection box, and I think Elite Trainer box set. And guaranteed a holo or better, but there are a couple of big dragons in this set. It's a dragon themed set. So we'll take a look. We'll take a look at what we got here. What, 3? We'll do 3. 3, whatever. I've never opened this either. So Melodic. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Shelgon. Yeah, we're dragons. Jangmo-O. Oh, Totodile. What's up, Totodile? Swablu. Corsola. Kangaskhan. Quagsire reverse. Gonna have a Zekrom holo from the Dragon Majesty, and it was 4 from the back. The energy there. So, all right. Not too bad there. Not too bad there. Still looking for something crazy. So let's see what our next pack is. And it's a Sun and Moon based pack. So as I kind of peer in there, I'm seeing if you know, just looking under the Christmas tree, looking at all the other goodies. The Sun and Moon base have something for us here. All right. So as I just kind of scatter things around me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Psychic energy here. These are not settling. Okay, there we go. There we go. Dragonair. More dragons. More dragons. Sandygast. Roggenrola. It's cool. Cosmog. A little Grimer reverse. And a Lantern. So we get sucked out on the Sun and Moon base there. And what else do we have here? We have, this appears to be a Silver Tempest check lane pack with a Hisuian Basculin. So let's get the pack out of here. Without damaging it, hopefully. Set that stuff off to the side. Let's rip a pack of Silver Tempest. Here we go. Straight off of the check lane, right next to the Snickers, or you know, everyone has their eyes on the different candy in the check lane, or the beef jerky. I don't know. I find myself staring at candy though. That's just me. Fennekin, Spinarak, Beldum, Krogunk, Solosis, Donphan, and Victini. So we're after some early heat, we're cooling down a little bit. So what else do we have? We have a Primal Clash blister pack. All right. Okay. So I gotta do the dangerous rip at the top. Pull the pack. Primal Clash. I've opened up a little bit of this with absolutely zero luck. I do not expect that to change tonight. 2, 3 for X and Y. All right, a little fresh water set. That weakness policy. The hidden ball trick. A little hidden ball trick. Try to make sure that the hidden ball trick doesn't get played on you. Potus Rough Seas and a Diggersby. So yes, still ice cold. Ice cold on the Primal Clash. I wish that would change. Okay, next, it looks like the last pack in here is going to be a Guardians Rising blister. So that is that. So let's get this bad boy out of here. So try not to damage it. There we go. All right, Guardians Rising. So good packs, very good packs from this box. You know, nothing. It all comes down to the hits, really. In terms of value, these are mostly higher end, more premium packs. Stuff that I like to open. You know, older stuff, out of print stuff that's a little more fun to open, I guess. The Slowpoke, the Murkrow, and we get a Sylveon GX. Let's go. All right. Sylveon's one of the more, this is one that I'll reach for the sleeve now. Yeah. Yeah, Sylveon's one of the more desirable Pokemon pulls, as my cat's wailing on the outside of the room. Okay, so that takes care of the packs. So pretty good pulls. Pretty good luck, at least I would say, with pulls. You know, Obviously can't control what's in them, but yeah, for some decent stuff. So what else is in here? What else do we have? Okay, so we have this pack of cards here, and then we have this graded card here. So we'll get to the graded card in a second. We'll see what that is. And yeah, what's in this little envelope? What's in this sealed envelope? These are your my guaranteed vintage cards. Guaranteed vintage cards. So this is what you buy it for. So if there's random chase cards in here. So let's see. Okay. Let's see what we got. So we have a Ladybug. And we have a Sunkern, so nothing too crazy. A Sudowoodo. A Double Gus. That's actually a cool looking trainer card. For a trainer card, that's pretty cool. And our last one is a Lantern. So nothing too crazy here. I mean, these all look to be pack fresh cards. No, this one's played. This one. None of these I would say I'm going to send out to grade. Fun to have in the collection, but nothing too crazy here. So it kind of comes down to this graded card. Is this going to be a big hitter? Or, what are we going to have in here? Because that box is empty. I didn't get any of the... These are 1 in 10 seeded. You get an actual vintage Neo pack. This one obviously was not. So it comes down to this graded card. What is this going to be like? All right, we'll do just a fast little 3, 2, 1, and... Whoa! The Typhlosion. Woo! The Typhlosion Holo. Let's go. Let's go. I think this was one of the bigger hitters. There we go. Neo Genesis Typhlosion Holo. I'm happy to have that. Real happy to have that. So this right here makes it worth it. I think the rocket box that I opened up before, it had the Squirtle that was a little bit of a letdown. Coming up with an actual graded vintage holo is really cool out of here. These vintage holos, I'm trying to get get a little emphasis on some of the sparkle and some of the shine on that holo pattern. That's awesome. That's awesome. So there we go. We're walking away from the Neo box pretty happy right now. I would say makes up for the less than awesome vintage cards, which I'm still happy to have in my collection. I've got a special place for those. So cool. All right, that's fun stuff. That's real fun stuff there. That's why. Yeah, that's why you take the chance on those things. So we're going to switch gears and we're going to play some TCG Live. We're just going to get right into it. And where are we at? There we are. Yeah, we're going to get into it. So we're still in the little snubble category here. But let's see if we can't pick up a win tonight. I'd say that Neo box right there was a win. I don't know what that card specifically grades for, but I'm gonna call that box a win. That was a lot of fun to open, and with a really fun conclusion. Okay. So I kind of had this going on the other screen. One graded Neo card. Yeah, Neo Genesis graded hollows of Lugia, Typhlosion, and Pichu randomly inserted. So that was one of the better boxes, I guess. All right. It's not the best draw. Not the best draw here, but we'll figure that out. We'll overcome that. Okay. Okay, there we go. Arceus. And yeah, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and play the switch. Can I pump shot? No, I can't pump shot. Why can't I pump shot? So we get a single strike. Okay. Oh, that's because he doesn't have any Pokemon on his bench. That's why. Crushing Hammer is going to hit heads. It's going to. What? That's literally the first time in history it's hit tails. I swear. Okay, this one's going to hit heads. No way. No way. I always get sucked up by the Crushing Hammer. That's incredible. He's got to be absolutely furious right now. Absolutely furious right now. That Bruno card's cool. Let's see. Okay. It's taking a bit of a turn here. Oh, someone's been opening some newer stuff. Ooh, that's a nice looking Umbreon. Oh, the gold energy. Still trying to figure out what he's doing here. What's his game plan? What's his strategy? He really hasn't done anything yet, and I'm about to do something. So we're gonna throw a little pump shot on Gengar. We're going to Arceus. We're going to get some more cards. Okay. Quick Ball. So I want to cure him. This is a good turn for me. Do I hold off on the Starbirth? Yes. Yes, we're going to hold off on Starbirth. So a bit of a questionable draw, and we're getting loaded up early with energy. Okay. So that Crobat won't survive another turn in that spot. Okay, so there's the VMAX. So is that what he's going to want to play? He's putting energy on there. It looks like it. As I just casually reach over and look at my Typhlosion. Typically, I reach for stuff that's a 9 or better in my personal collection, but I'll take an 8 on something that vintage, something from 2000. Oh, I'm so stoked. Okay, well, Umbreon VMAX too. Okay. I don't know what that was about. They're just trying to prevent me from taking prize cards. He's not really being aggressive here. Okay. All right, so there's my VMAX. How do I want to do this? How do I want to play this? Okay. I'm going to get a switch into Melanie here. That's what I want to do. We'll just load up. Okay, perfect. Oh, that was such a great. That was great right there. Okay, so Starbirth here. Yeah, let's take 2 prize cards. Throw the cherry on top. Put the pressure on. And yes, sir. We'll throw that one. Give that one an extra. Make this one a little beefier. Put the pressure on early. Take 2. Okay. Okay. So what do you got here for me? What's he going to play? My guess would be he reaches for the Gengar VMAX. No, okay. What do we have here? Play the Absol. Well, I do have the boss's orders, and I do have a very beefed up Kyurem right here. And that would make for a big swing of a turn. I wonder if we've got someone who's been playing on the app and they just closed their phone and said, screw this guy. I think that's what we've got here. No? Okay, we're playing cards. We're playing cards. Maybe we're just thinking. I don't know. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know what's going on the other side of the interwebs right now with our friend D'Souza here. He's taken some long turns, and he hasn't done any damage to me yet. Okay. Interesting choice. I will... What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Let's evolve you. And you know what? Let's take 2 more prize cards. Why not? Just kind of have both of the big guys. Yep, we're pretty much ready for whatever he wants to put out here next. Oh, what's up, Barry? What's up, pal? It's always good to see you, my friend. One of the more memorable rivals, I would say. I'm a fan of Barry. Barry is a rival. You know, I think if you got a problem with Barry, I don't know what's going on with you, but your priorities are mixed up. Barry's a cool dude. He's a cool dude. Okay, we're having a pretty active turn here, so he's gonna do some big damage here. It looks like. Come on, my buddy. Come on, Mr. D'Souza. Boss's orders. Oh, we're going for the big switch. He wants a prize card. Is that what's going on here? What was that? Okay. Well, we got a win on the Underpowered Pokemon Hour. And I am never, ever going to complain about that. Arceus just showing his worth here. Showing why he's the god. Always appreciate it when he comes through for me on my side. For me on my side. So right on. That's good stuff there. That's good stuff. So let me take care of this here. Make that go bye-bye. And next thing I want to get into here. Let's see. I'm all over the place. Excuse me. That's not it. That's not it. I am. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're moving this over here. And we're going to put this. I didn't think this out very well. All right. Okay, there we go. What I want to talk about is a piece of fan mail that I got. I got a letter. I got a special letter again. You know, I appreciate everyone who writes in. I take the time to read every single letter that you send, and this one really stood out. To, you know, this one, this one felt like it needed to be read on air. Something about it maybe, and this one's a little strange here. This person might have some issues. This one says, "Dear Underpowered Pokemon Hour, I haven't won a worthwhile match in about 25 years, and I'm pissed. Help me out. I need to build a real stunner of a deck, and I just don't know what's missing. I want to go back to the old one. I want to go back to crushing tall ones. Love the show. Give me a hell yeah. Love you, Steve from Texas." Well, Steve, appreciate you writing in. And, you know, I anticipated this question coming in. I figured somebody would want to ask. And so what I decided to do was present to you something. It's something called Great Cards. And these are some cards that you might not have in your deck that might fit well in your deck, might work well with your deck. And I use a few of these cards. I've considered using one of these cards. And, you know, let's talk about it here. And, you know, the first one I used twice in the last match, and it's the Switch. And I love the Switch card. You don't have to burn energy. You make a quick Pokemon change. You know, you can keep your attack going. You can keep things flowing with the Switch card. It's a great tool card that, you know, I don't see enough people really use. I've got, I think, 2-3 in my deck. I use them just about every match. So if you're wondering, you know, I get kind of held up. I get stalled here. I need to move Pokemon into play. I don't want to have to sacrifice the energy, or it puts me too far behind, like in this energy race. Add a couple switches to your deck. You might be surprised with you know, the results. Marnie. This is a card that I do not have in my deck, but I have thought about it, and I'm considering adding a couple of these to my deck. And it's a really simple card. Each player shuffles their hand and puts it into the bottom of their deck. If either player puts any cards on the bottom of their deck in this way, you draw 5 cards, your opponent draws 4 cards. And it's a fantastic disruptor card. It's a fantastic card that, you know, it's if you see your opponent's got a big hand and you know that they just spent a turn setting things up, you play this card and you just you can almost negate everything that they just did, all the progress they made with that turn, and kind of get them to start from scratch. And at the same time, you know, if you're looking at your own hand and you're not happy with what you're looking at, you're not feeling it, play a Marty card. You'll get 5 new cards ready to go, you know, a bunch more opportunities, maybe a switch card. The double turbo energy. I have a couple of these in my deck, and they're useful for a couple of reasons. Number one, as functioning as what it is, double turbo energy. Granted, you are going to do 20 less damage, but if you want to get a Pokemon going quickly and you need to attach energy, really quickly, it's a great card to have. The other thing that I like to use it for is, honestly, it can be like a switch card. A lot of Pokemon, the retreat cost is 2 energy, 3 energy. If you've got a Pokemon that has an energy attached, you want to switch it out. You don't necessarily have a good way to do it. Pokemon retreat using normal energy. You don't have to have special energy attached to that Pokemon to retreat it. So this would function as for Pokemon with a 2 energy retreat cost, a switch card essentially. So maybe think about double turbo energy. It's a good card with a couple of different purposes. And the last card I wanted to talk about is the Boss's Orders, and it's a card I also just used. It's a card I talk about a lot. It's a card that it's one of those finisher cards. It can be a disruptor card too, but it's really best used as a finisher card. And essentially, what it does, you switch your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon. You choose the Pokemon that you want to attack. That's what you get to do. Incredibly powerful card to have. You saw me. You put the Pokemon you want into play, and you saw how I used it in the last game, and just boom, I took 2 prize cards because I wanted to, because I had that card to play, I had the right Pokemon to play, and I made it happen. So the very last card that I wanted to talk about, it's a little bit more of an obscure card. It did pop. It popped up in the meta conversation with TCG. Is this Miltank card? And it's Miltank. What is going on here? It's a normal Pokemon, so you could really slide it into any deck. The big thing there is that ability, Miracle Body, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon V. This is a card that if you play against someone with a deck like me, and my Radiant Blastoise kind of is my counter to this Miltank card. It's what I can put into play and actually do fairly substantial damage. So if I don't have access to that card, if I don't have switches, you put the Miltank card in against me, and it's a slow death for me. It's just a slow crawl to the finish, and it can do a surprising amount of damage, 20 damage for each of your opponent's benched Pokemon. So if I've got a full bench, that's doing 110 damage each time. So, maybe not so slow of a death either. So if you're looking for, it's in a way a disruptor card. And that's something that's a description I've used a couple times throughout this segment is that disruptor card. And it's important. It's important to, throw your opponent off and make sure that, that you're playing the game within the game well. So, Steve from Texas, I appreciate that. I hope you find yourself back to your championship ways, and I hope that one of those 5 cards maybe finds its way into your deck, and you have some luck. So, next thing I wanted to talk about, and there's so much stuff to talk about on the show. I've got more Pokemon cards. That I want to talk about, and I'm not opening these Pokemon cards. This is going to be a bit of an ongoing segment. I have 3 different products. This is going to be a long-term segment that we're going to revisit monthly, and it's going to be kind of interesting. And a lot of YouTube shows out there, channels out there talk about making money on Pokemon cards, making money opening Pokemon cards, and there are rare instances where it is possible. Crown Zenith, if you bought a lot of it early and you bought it in bulk and you bought it while it was cheap and you had some good luck, you probably could have made some money flipping some singles here and there. But at this point, prices on that stuff are already going up. So if you want to make money in the hobby of Pokemon cards, it's sealed. It's sealed product. It's holding on to it long term. And I'm going to explain that in a second here. and kind of what the idea behind this is. This is a blister pack of Team Up, and at one point this was $4 or $5 on the shelf of a Walmart, of a Target. This was $26 online, and this is I think this was 2019 was Team Up, one of the last Sun and Moon sets. $26. So in the span of about 5 years, it's gone up quite a bit. Why? Well, a few reasons. A, it's out of print. You can't buy this anymore. So many people have opened this up. It's hard to find. And B, it's a very desirable set. Now, C, there is a C. This was one of those sets where I believe the print run was cut short. They didn't print enough, or they didn't print as much as they had anticipated. And so it's just a more naturally difficult set to find. There are some huge chase cards in this set also. So I picked this up and I'm gonna put it away. I'm not gonna open this. I'm gonna see what the price on this goes up, and this is going to be a bit of a slow creep, obviously, over the span of 5 years, going up about on average $5 a year. But you never know. You never know. Base set packs are $500. First edition packs $10,000. So we'll see what happens with that. So that's why I chose Team Up in particular. And the next one I wanted to talk about, I actually mentioned this. It's this Crown Zenith Elite Trainer box, and just released just a few weeks ago. I've opened up a lot of this already. I've gotten a couple of my chase cards out of there. Really happy with it, and these opened up at $45, $50. These are now creeping up. The cheapest place I could find them was, I think Amazon has them at $55. I couldn't find these at Target, can't find them at Walmart, you can't find these on shelves. eBay is selling these at about $65, $70 a pop. So this is one that I would expect to maybe in a couple years, could this be worth $100 or more? Probably. I actually reasonably think so. It's that good of a set. And it's being opened up like crazy too. So that's another reason is people are opening these things up. There's not a lot of sealed stuff that's sitting out there. People are going to keep it, but it's flying off the shelves. And the very last sealed item I'm going to talk about is a Brilliant Stars booster box. There's 36 packs in here. I know I've opened one of these on the show before. I love Brilliant Stars. It's one of my favorite sets to open. In fact, I've had this in my possession for about a week, and it's been hard not opening it. It's been hard keeping this thing sealed. There are still some cards in this set, and I've opened up so much that I still want. But I'm going to keep this one sealed, and I'm going to keep this one sealed for a few reasons. Number one, I think this is going to be a sleeper of Sword and Shield. I personally, Evolving Skies is the big Sword and Shield set. I think this is number two. And I suspect in a number of years, could it surpass it? Well, I'm going to explain why. Evolving Skies has a lot of big hitter cards, has some gorgeous artworks, gorgeous cards. Evolutions are the featured Pokemon in Evolving Skies. Brilliant Stars has Charizard. Charizard sets always go up in value. If there's a chance that you can get a Charizard, and there are a couple of massive Charizards, the Rainbow Charizard, the alternate artwork Charizard V, you get either one of these out of this box, cha-ching, you're in the money. But that's what people are going to be wanting to open this box for, are going to be wanting to open this for. So when this was new, I was paying between $110 to $125. It was kind of fluctuating there. Just recently, I picked this up for $160. The cheapest I could find it before the show was $168. It's stuff that, it's kind of going up and down all the time, but in about 6 months, this box has gone up in value by about 40 to $50. So I'm gonna be tracking all three of those every month. I'm gonna be doing a completely honest search, evaluation, reveal, see if we've lost money. It's a definite possibility that Brilliant Stars booster box could be 150 next month. And well, in buying it and not opening it, I've lost $18. So we're just gonna see how that goes. And like I said, we're gonna I will update as needed there. So I want to, as I promised, I want to open up a 6-pack tonight. I had a 6-pack ready. I did not expect that Neo box to arrive today until I got the word that it would arrive today. So had to open it up. Thrilled to have opened it. I'm so stoked for that Typhlosion. That is such an awesome card. But I do have a 6-pack tonight, and let's get into that. My first pack in this 6-pack is going to be Crimson Invasion. Crimson Invasion from Sun and Moon. So we're going a little retro here. Nothing too crazy. This is the big Ultra Beast set from Sun and Moon. So we'll see what pops out of here. We'll see what comes out the other side. So I have a favorite Ultra Beast. If you have a favorite Ultra Beast and you're watching this, or comment in there, tell me what it is. I'd love to hear it. I'm personally a whoa, this one. That's almost that's not that thin at the top. I'm a Guzzlord guy. Big fan of Guzzlord. He is the #1 Ultra Beast. Dragon type too. Something that is a little different. That's a interesting Starly there. Interesting Starly as we get a Minchino and we kick off our 6-pack with a suck pack with a Reggie Rock. Man, Reggie Rock, why you gotta be bringing us down tonight, Reggie Rock? Come on, my guy. Well, I just got done gushing about Brilliant Stars. I am going to open a Brilliant Stars pack tonight. I am going to. It's got to happen. It just has to. It's so important. Having that booster box just sitting there teasing me. It's not fair. It's not fair. So who knows? There are booster boxes that were, I think, Cosmic Eclipse from Sun and Moon. So that was the last set. I was looking into that. That's $500-600 a box. That's 2019. So we'll just see how that goes. I'm excited. I would actually. I don't collect Pokemon cards to make money, but it would be interesting to see if it's possible. So we got a little throw. And we get a Dusknoir Hollow. So not a suck pack. We get a hollow, but we're continuing a little bit of a lull in the 6-pack, which I'm not thrilled about. I'm not thrilled about it. We don't like keeps down here. We don't. So let's see. Is this the pack of Brilliant Stars that makes it that I never need to open this again? It's really the Charizard V. Oh, Friends of Galar. Cool. It's the Alt Art Charizard V that I have been chasing. I'm never going to get it. It's at this point it would be smarter to just buy the single. Then we got a Starly. And a Boss's Orders, a featured card in a previous segment, is popping up here. He's just saying, add me to your set. You got to add me to your set. So we'll come back to the 6-pack there. Not not too bad. Not too bad with the 6-pack. What I want to do now is take a look at some news. Take a look at the Pokemon news that's coming up. And, again, I've covered this before, but I'm not going to be able to cover this. We'll be covering the tail. We'll actually be in the middle of it in the next Underpowered Pokemon Hour. But Gen 3, the king of all generations, undisputed champion of Pokemon generations, Hoenn, the region. It's the Hoenn World Tour. And Wednesday, February 22nd, so next Wednesday through next Friday, I've covered this before. Go out and get your shiny Hoenn starters. Go get them. I want one of each. I'm gonna be grabbing my phone. I'm gonna be grabbing an auxiliary charger. I'm gonna be grabbing my dog, and we are going to just hunt the streets for these Pokemon. I'm loaded up on Pokeballs. I'm loaded up on excitement for this. I can't wait. So, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. So definitely hunting those guys. We've covered this. We've covered this. Obviously, Rayquaza is he's the man. He's the one we're after. He's the one that everyone's excited about. So, our Pokemon Go crew in the Discord. I'm going to be wanting to shiny hunt this, so I hope you guys are ready for maybe 3 to 4 Rayquazas. Let's make it happen. If someone in the Discord pulls off a shiny Rayquaza, I would be so excited. Any one of us. Megaladios. All right, cool. But yeah, you'll get a special charge move if you catch it in this during this event. So, like I said, we're doing a quick go over that one there, because there is some actual new-ish information. And the latest limited time Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Terra Raid Battle events. What are the next Pokemon? It's Garchomp and Sylveon. And those are going to be our next big Terra Raid Pokemon. So let's see. The Terra Raid. This Terra Raid battle will begin on the 17th. Will last to the 19th. Expect 4- and 5-star raids and multiple Terra types. So there will be Sylveons and Garchomps just floating around with different Terra types out there for you to catch. So get after it. That begins today and will last through the weekend. So go catch yourself a Sylveon. Go catch yourself a Garchomp. Make it happen. And lastly, I wanted to talk about the patch notes for 1.2 launching in quote unquote late February. Just take a look at this, because obviously, we've talked plenty on the show about the release of Scarlet and Violet and the disappointment. I don't want to keep hammering that. I don't want to keep ringing that drum. We're not here to do that anymore. So the game is what it is. So I'm anxiously anticipating bug fixes and updates, improvements to the game. So here are some of the details about the 1.2 update. Additional functionality will be added for Pokemon boxes. For my Pokemon summary, players will be able to change Pokemon's nicknames, markings, held items, and mark or ribbon related items, as well as being able to reorder moves, have Pokemon remember moves, have Pokemon forget moves, and use TMs. You can do that from a box. That's pretty cool. Before, you would have to swap out Pokemon and have them in your party. Save some. It's good. It's a good change. Players will be able to swap out held items by pressing the Y button while in the held items view. Players will be able to select all boxes while moving Pokemon or items in the party and boxes view and held items view. I like these things. We just got some just good housekeeping updates. When in Battle Team view, Pokemon in your boxes that are designed to a battle team will now have their icons displayed in a darker hue if those Pokemon are members of the battle team is currently being displayed. So just some, like it says, feature adjustments. I would agree with that. These are just feature adjustments. Some bug fixes, Terra Raid bug fixes. A bug that can prevent the opposing Terra Pokemon's HP from properly reflecting damage done by certain moves. I've had that happen. It's frustrating when you don't know how much damage you've done to the Pokemon across from you. So that's nice. A bug that causes all Pokemon on your side to faint at once despite their HP gauges indicating they still have HP. Has not happened to me, but it sounds hilarious and unfortunate. A bug that can temporarily prevent a player from entering any input into the game may occur if a Terra Pokemon takes certain actions while the player is choosing the target of their move. This will be fixed. Hasn't happened to me. Communication errors, bug errors, joining, just fixing some bugs, it looks like. Some good stuff. Let's see. Other address an issue will cause the game to forcibly close at certain locations. That's not happened to me. When a Pokemon is not part of the Paldea Pokedex is obtained through a link trade is displayed as being registered to the Paldea Pokedex. This is a bug and it will be fixed. That's good to know. So yeah, it looks like we're getting some bug fixes, some just making our lives easier type of enhancements to the game. And I'm happy to see that they're continuing to work on this. So we'll see what happens when these are released late February. So hopefully that means late February. They push the game out early. Hopefully they don't push the bug fixes back. That would be bad form on their part. So that's pretty much the Pokemon news for tonight. And let's close out this 6-pack. Let's get a big hit because I got some great packs. I got some great packs to close this one out tonight. And oh man, opened up so much of this on the show. I keep coming back for more. Keep coming back for more evolutions. One of these days, we're going to recreate that first show magic. And we'll pull another mega evolution or something greater. We'll see. We'll see what's in store. We got a Blastoise Spirit Link. We've got a Pidgeot Spirit Link. A Poliwhirl. We've got Weedle. Chop. Tangela. Picks Fire Energy. We've got a Poliwhirl reverse. Come on, baby. Oh! A Mega Slowbro EX. Let's go, baby. We got a Mega Evolution on the 6-pack. That's what I'm talking about. We are officially off the 6-pack schneid. There we go. Mega Slowbro EX. I'm about it. Let's go. Let's leave that up. Pulled off the Mega Evolution tonight. That's happened a few times before, and it's always a great night when that happens. So, how about that? I'll take it. Can we keep it rolling with another one? I hope so. Evolutions. We had the Charizard on the last one. We got the Raichu on this one. It's been a good night on the Underpowered Pokemon Hour. Picked up a W tonight. Got some polls tonight. I mean, we got that big Poliwhirl again. Keeps showing up. We got that big graded Typhlosion card. Really good stuff. Drowsy. A Tangela reverse. And Electrode. All right. That's okay. We're closing it out with a Flash Fire pack. I reached for a Flash Fire pack. I shouldn't have. When I reach for something big, it typically doesn't end well. But as you can see, there are Mega Charizards in this set. I want a Mega Charizard in my collection. I don't have a Mega Charizard in my collection. Would it be cheaper to just buy a single? Yes, it probably would. But I want to pull one. So we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna give it a shot. We're getting it. This was a $60 pack. These are not cheap. These are not cheap. So I try to take a little bit close look at them. Be a little more delicate with them. Even though the basic cards inside aren't necessarily going to be worth anything more. It's the big chase cards that you're after. So can we end the show with that luck? Miltank. What's up, Miltank? I just got done talking about you, I feel like. All right. Sandile. Buizel. A Baneri. Caterpie. We've got a Dragaloo. This is going to be it. This is going to be it. We've got a Toxicroak EX full art. Let's go, baby. We've got a legit hit from a Flash Fire pack. Let's go. The Underpowered Pokemon, the 6-pack was hot tonight. Hot tonight. Oh, man. Woo! Big full art pulls. Big full art pulls. Oh, what a good night. What a good night. Good night to rip some packs. Good night to get some pulls. Good night to open up some theme boxes. These are going to be our top three pulls of the night. The 6-pack came through. In terms of actual pulls, the 6-pack it beat the crap out of the Pokepower box. Those are great. But where the 6-pack did not come through, the Pokepower box did. And that's this card right here. The Neo Genesis Typhlosion in an 8. Just an awesome card. One of the chase cards. Couldn't be happier to pull that. I'll definitely be picking up the next cool Neo, or the next cool theme box that they come out with that I'm interested in. So hopefully there will be more Pokepower boxes in the future of the Underpowered Pokemon Hour. And that's what I got tonight. That's tonight's show. So I appreciate you joining me. Appreciate you sticking around. Linda the Gamer Gal, if you stuck through the whole show, you're a trooper. I thank you. I feel like I should apologize for something, but thanks for hanging out. Next week we're back to the normal ebb and flow of things. I think the podcast is back to its normal time on time and day on Tuesday. If you didn't get a chance to check out Casey's interview from Wednesday with Shelby, check that out. That was a great one. Casey's always coming up with awesome stuff. Always new videos popping up on our YouTube page. Jump in the Discord, hang out with us, chat us up. We're a bunch of cool people. We're a bunch of cool folks. And I'll be back with the Underpowered Pokemon Hour next Thursday at some point, and this is not Pokemon related, but I've been bitten by the WoW bug. I got fully bit by the WoW Classic bug. Picked up the game for the first time in 10 years. I can't put it down. I will probably be streaming some low level like Warsong Gulch, or I'm going to want to stream WoW at some point. So maybe look out for me this weekend. If not, I might just do a coffee and TCG play at some point in the morning. yeah, thanks again for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it. Appreciate everybody for stopping by, sending out some good vibes, and I'm sending them right back your way for the Underpowered Pokemon Hour. I mean, it's just me. Have a good weekend, and we will definitely see you next time. Peace.